Right, guys, we are live. Welcome back to another episode of Trackback Fam. Game week 4 in the Premier League has happened this past weekend. Arsenal have travelled away to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and defeated Tottenham 1-0. Manchester United travelled to St Mary's and beating Southampton 3-0. And Nottingham Forest as well, guys. Surprisingly upsetting Liverpool, right, at Anfield. I'm pretty sure that Liverpool's gone quite a while without losing a game at Anfield. There was a record that came out a few weeks ago with Virgil van Dijk. I think the last game that I lost was doing around like, was it like 2021 maybe from what I'm remembering, guys. But anyway, right, we will jump in with the Arsenal game first, not the usual Manchester United one because I'm a Manchester United fan, right? So Arsenal yesterday for me put on an absolutely defensive masterclass versus Tottenham because they had two key players missing in that midfield. Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard were, of course, non-existent. Martin Odegaard picking up an injury, right? I think it was against Austria in the UEFA Nations League, while Declan Rice was sent off versus Brighton for getting two bookings. Of course, the whole controversial second one with the whole debate of him, did he kick the ball away? Was this stopping play? I still think it was a red card, which is well deserved, right? But I have to apologize to Arsenal. I genuinely do because for me, right, I was stressing for them, and this is coming from a Manchester United fan. I was stressing for them, right, because I was thinking, yo, if you're missing Declan Rice, right, and Martin Odegaard in that midfield, especially with the trio of games that are coming up for Arsenal all the way. Atalanta this week, literally what Wednesday, this week in the first game of the Champions League, Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium, and the North London Derby back to back to back to back. You're in deep trouble. You're in deep trouble, right? And shout out, right, to man like Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta, right, like the way that he coached that Arsenal team at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, the way that he set him up, brilliant, absolutely brilliant, right? Because if you guys look at it too, where when Tottenham had the ball, right, Arsenal they would go into like a 5-3-2 and with one of the fullbacks. So if the ball is on the left, no, the left side, right, Gabriel Martinelli would tuck in, right, and he would be the left back, and Uran Timber would slide into the centre back role, reverse that as well. If the ball is on the right hand side, Saka would tuck in, right, and Ben White would be he would tuck in to be a centre back, dude. And I was just looking at this, like thinking, this is incredible. This is incredible, bro, because I literally thought Tottenham was going to win that game. And thing is, as well, right, guys, like with Tottenham, yes, they played well, and people use this term very well, like in my opinion. I love this term, right? It's foreplay without the penetration, dude. What a term that is, because with Tottenham looks so good, like again, fluid attacking football, right? When it gets to the final third, these guys mess up, dude. Dominic Dominic Solanke, I think he had only one shot during that game. You get what I mean? Brennan Johnson, listen, we have to have conversations, right, about Brennan Johnson. In my opinion, that guy, I sussed him out right last season for Nottingham Forest. I think it was like one of the first games of the 2023-2024 season, right? Brennan Johnson was through one-on-one against, I think, either Ramsdale or David Raya at the Emirates Stadium. He scattered over as like, this guy is not a Premier League winger, bro. Yesterday, kept quiet. Urian Timber literally took his hand, right, and walked him to school, bro, because he schooled him. Urian Timber absolutely schooled Brennan Johnson yesterday, dude. And for me, like, Urian Timber was one of the standout players in the Arsenal team, right? But Spurs, man, like, what's going on with Tottenham, dude? And there's many fans right now on Twitter saying, "Oh, how come Ange Postecoglou is not having the same stick, right, to what Eric Ten Hag's having?" Because a lot of people have been saying that Ange is a better manager than Ten Hag, right? I'm not going to be that quick to jump on the Ange Postecoglou's back because he's coaching Tottenham. Like, for me, I genuinely feel sorry for Tottenham fans, bro, because I don't expect anything from that team, bro. Like, Ange said that he always wins, right, a trophy in his second season with his teams, right? Bro, you're managing Tottenham. You're managing Tottenham, dude. And with Tottenham, they're Spurs, bro. As in the words of George, in the words of Giorgio Chiellini, it's the history of the Tottenham, bro. It's the history of the Tottenham, right? And the goal that they conceded, like, honestly, do professional, like, guys, I mean this seriously. Do professional football players, right, watch video? Do they actually watch video? Do they actually watch tape? Especially the Tottenham backline. Guys like Christian Romero. I've been hearing shots that Christian Romero is better than Gabriel. I don't think that Christian Romero is better than Radu Dragusin, dude. That guy, for me, like, is such a liability. He's a massive liability, dude. He's a completely different player for Argentina than he is for Tottenham Hotspur. You know what I mean? Like, he could be having, honestly, he could be having a good game, right? And then just one moment of madness, boom, 2 for a tackle, red card, straight red. Lapse of concentration against Jamie Vardy in the opening fixture this season against Leicester in the King Power Stadium. In this previous game, right? He's marking Gabriel. Gabriel, you know that, bro. Like, I said this in my fantasy Premier League team when I'm selecting players, right? I purposely chose Gabriel because I know how lethal this guy is on corners, dude. Him and Van Dijk, right, on corners for centre backs in the Premier League are deadly. Deadly, bro. You should be marking him, right? And you've got Christian Romero literally marking him, loses him, and then Gabriel's free header, boom, thank you very much, 1-0. That's literally the winner for Arsenal, right? And he stood there like with his hands like saying, what's going on? It's your fault, Romero. You're the one that's meant to be marking him. He was your guy. You know what I mean? Another thing too, right? Vicario. Honestly, I've never seen like I like Vicario, right? I do think that is a decent goalkeeper, right? But never in my life, right? Like, and I thought David De Gea in his first season was bad for this, but Vicario on corners, oh my goodness gracious me. Oh my goodness gracious me. How weak can one goalkeeper be on corners? How weak? Honestly, like, did he not learn, right? There was a fixture last season. It was one of the reasons why Tottenham got eliminated from the FA Cup. I think it was against either Arsenal, West Ham, or Man City. It was one of those. It was one of those games, right? On corners, dude. Why don't this guy like put some muscle on? Honestly, bro, like, that's for me, that's Vicario's main weakness is his corners, coming out and claiming corners. Like, as what Ben Foster says, right? As what the majority of goalkeepers say, Casper Michael. When there's a corner, right, and you can see the ball, you should be absolutely dashing out everybody for corners. You should be doing that because goalkeepers are protected. Goalkeepers are protected, bro. If you're coming out, right, and punching that ball and Gabriel comes into you, bro, the referee, right, is gonna favor you over that centre back, bro. You get what I mean, fam? Like, honestly, I'm absolutely baffled by that game and Tottenham Hotspur's approach, right? And I feel sorry for the Tottenham fans because this is like what Arsenal's third year now in a row winning in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, because they won it in 2022, 2020, no, 2022, 23 season, 23, 24 season, and right now 24, 25 season. And you are meant to be the rival, stopping Arsenal, right, from winning the trophies, right? And for me, one of the most important fixtures to stop Arsenal at your own back garden, bro. You've lost that. You've lost that, right? But guys, let me just bring up a breakdown, right, from man like Liaz. Shout out to Liaz, bro. Like, this guy, him and Cam's unreal football knowledge, bro. Like, they know ball. They know ball, right? So it is going to be like, I've tried to splice it down to 10 minutes because it's a 20-minute long video, right? But he gets down to the nitty gritty in important key facts, right? And he might echo some of the things to what I've been saying about Vicario on corners, Tottenham's what's it called, foreplay, but no penetration. So let me get that up for you and start it.
About Arsenal versus
there we go.
North London derby today. Obviously, when these two teams meet, for me, it's one of the best derbies in English football. Right? You look at United versus Liverpool.
I think for me, like, the North London derby right now is the most exciting derby in the Premier League, in my opinion. Yes, it used to be Manchester United, Liverpool, right? But now that Manchester United, Liverpool one is not competitive, bro. Like, Liverpool come and slap us home and away. You know what I mean? Like, what aside from last season, I think the last fixtures that we've had, right, with Liverpool is like being 3-0, 5-0, 7-0, 3-0, bro. Like we've had some absolutely humiliating defeats against Liverpool these like what 3-4 years. You know what I mean? But we will continue though. Let's continue. Let's continue.
Becoming so one-sided recently. City United hasn't been like a competitive rivalry since, bro, what, the early 2010s? It's been so long since both those teams were on like a level footing. For me, Arsenal versus Spurs, that's the game that when I think of derbies, it usually provides goals, excitement, like energy, hatred between both teams and both sets of fans. But I have to be honest with you guys, right? I've left that game so underwhelmed. Not by Arsenal. We'll talk about Arsenal, right? But by Spurs, genuinely, yeah. If I was a Spurs fan, I would be disgusted.
Yeah,
I'm not even a Spurs.
So yeah, saying it because for me, right, like when I was watching it, I was also working at the same time, so I was keeping 2 eyes on 2 screens, right, and I was like, bro, like Arsenal right now are kind of a wounded animal. Like Tottenham should be going at it, bro. Like Dominic Solanke, James Maddison, I don't know what's going on with him. Because for me, right, like I remember a conversation that me and my little cousin George had about James Maddison versus Jack Grealish. I was like, bro, like Jack Grealish is way better than James Maddison, dude. He's like, nah, James Maddison is that guy. Last season when it's time for Spurs, right, and the way that he started, I was like, you know what? He might be correct, but this season I've been genuinely underwhelmed by James Maddison, man. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, but like he should have been one of the key catalysts. Yes, Human Son does do well versus Arsenal. He always gets a goal, right, versus Arsenal, right? But you can't always be relying on one guy, which is Human Son. Like the others need to rise for the occasion, dude. They generally do, fam. It's absolutely, honestly, like I'm gonna say, it's pathetic. It's pathetic, bro. Like those Spurs players should be doing way better, bro. Way better, fam. And I'll keep going back to him, bro. Brennan Johnson, dude. Like he's not a 50 million worth player, dude. He should play for Derby County. Like it's I don't have anything against the guy, right? I just don't think that is a good enough football player to play for a top 6 team. As my friend just said, oh, he just got pace, that's it. And I agree with it, dude. Like 50 mil, and that's something that nobody talks about, you know. Like that guy was bought for 50 million, dude. And yes, people are saying, oh, he's trying to get used to the AND system, but he's been there for a year now. He's been playing in the Premier League for 2 years, so he should be used to the league, right? And he should be picking up Ange's system, dude. But it's just not good enough, bro. It's just not good enough.
I watched this game as a complete neutral, and genuinely, I feel so annoyed watching that game. Let's add some context, right? Let's talk about the build up to this game. Arsenal are missing. You could argue when everyone is fit, they're starting midfield, right? Declan Rice is a starter, no doubt about it. Martin Odegaard is the captain. He's a starter, no doubt about it. And even Mikel Merino, you would assume that once he's kind of fit and integrated into the team, that's going to be the midfield three, right? All three of those guys are out. They're not available for Arsenal. The way Arteta set up his team to play today, well, everyone gives Arteta a stick, right? And during this whole Barclays Men week, everybody was kind of hitting Arteta with like, oh, he's part of the problem of why we don't have Barclays. Let's be real, right? For as much as people hit Arteta with like the Pep clone thing, Arteta's extremely pragmatic at times, bro.
Bro, like Arteta, yeah. I saw. Oh, can I get it up? Can I get it up? Let me see if I can get it up for you guys. I don't want to put up my Outlook on here because it's going to show my email. But there's a chart that I literally sent to myself today that I saw at work, right, regarding Mikel Arteta and his away record in 2024. It's mad. It's mad, dude. When I seen this, right, I sat back to my chair and I was like, you know what, bro, like Arteta, like he's been absolutely killing it. Where is that picture? Hopefully I've got it here. Hopefully I've got it here, bro. I don't want to show my email, guys, because it's literally on my email. If I hop out of this, it's going to show my email account, right? But here it is, right? So it's from Sky Sports. It's a graph from Sky Sports, right? It says away record in 2024, right? Mikel Arteta's Arsenal. 11 games, right? 10 wins, 1 draw, no defeats. Away, bro, this year, like 2024, from January 2024 up until now, right? Which is what, September, midway through September. Mikel Arteta has not lost a freaking game away, dude. That's crazy, right? 31 goals, right, scored, 3 goals conceded. 3 goals conceded, 9 clean sheets, trailing. So that means if a team is beating them 1-0 or like if they're losing 2-1, right? Minutes trailing, 0. 0. Oi, listen, that's fine. That's an insane record by Mikel Arteta, that man. Shout out to him, bro, because when I saw this, I was like, how is that possible? Because he's gone away to the Etihad Stadium. Then when you think about it, you think, oh no, it's 0-0. Oh, he's gone away to Old Trafford. Oh wait, but he beat Man United 1-0 with the goal from Kai Havertz. You get what I mean? So there's been like Arteta, his coaching is there,
He's
bro.
extremely pragmatic. Let's look at his game plan today, right? He's missing his entire midfield three. How does he set up? He sets up 4-4-2. 2 banks of 4, 2 up front. Jorginho and Partey in midfield. Saka and Martinelli out wide. Trossard and Havertz up front. Stay compact. Defend your box well. Win your individual duels. Take your opportunities when they come. Attack the opposition box and try and get away with a result. I'm sorry, if you close your eyes and watch that performance without seeing the manager, you would have been forgiven for thinking it was David Moyes. But he got the job done. He got the job done, man. Because football doesn't reward the artists. Football doesn't reward the poets.
It rewards the winners.
That's what Arteta
it rewards the winners.
Bad injuries, big suspension to Rice. How do we get out of a result? Did it. You look at Spurs, right? And let me preface this by saying this. I'm a big Ange Postecoglou fan. I think he's done a tremendous job at the club. I think what he did last season when a lot of people thought Spurs would be closer to 9th and 10th after losing Harry Kane, having them in a top 4 battle nearly the entire year, the football in particular that they were playing. I like his rugged style, like the way he kind of speaks in interviews, how honest he is. I'm a fan of him, bro. I actually really like Ange Postecoglou. I've been on the record saying that if Ten Hag were ever to leave United, I would actually like to see Ange Postecoglou as a candidate to replace him. So let me preface that by saying this. I'm an Ange Postecoglou fan. However, he goes into this game and they're asking him, how are your players kind of dealing with this big game coming up ahead? And he makes this point, right? And again, I love Ange, but I feel at times, too, he says these answers that you can clearly tell, like, he's playing into a character at times, it almost feels like. I'm not trying to say he's fake, like, he is who he is, but sometimes you can tell it's exaggerated. And this one, for me, is an exaggerated response. He's talking like, what did he say? He says, mate, honestly, I'd be worried if my players treat this game any different to any other game, because basically he's trying to drill home the thought that I want my players to be ready and fired up for every single game the same way. There shouldn't be a game where there's more on the line than the other.
But it's a North London derby, isn't it? And so, like, there is games that are different to other ones, and this one is one of them. Do you know what I mean?
And I actually like that mentality. Or hitting at him saying, "Oh, he should know what this North London derby means." Let's understand what he's trying to say.
It's trying to do the whole reverse psychology thing by saying treat it as another game, right? But for me, like, I think the seriousness does go away sometimes. When it's like, oh guys, it's just another game. Like, don't worry about it. I'll be like, guys, like, this is the North London derby. You know what I mean? Like, you have to win this. This is for bragging rights. You are representing Tottenham. You are representing, right, the whatever you call it, the little bird that you have, like the little badge. I don't know if it's like a chicken or if it's, I don't know what it is. People say it's a cockerel. Yeah, for me, I would call it the little bird, bro, because this little emblem on top of a ball, right? It's not offensive to Tottenham, like, I just don't know what it is, right? You are representing that badge. You are representing this area. Like, you should go out there and give it your all. That's why that's why Ange should be saying, oh, it's just another game. You know, oh yeah, you go play. It's like playing Ipswich, lads. It's like playing Ipswich. You know, no offense to Ipswich, boy. Come on.
He's wrong in saying that. But Ange, mate, sorry to tell you here, I think there's a big issue here. Because I think your team actually does prepare for this game differently than any other one. I think they actually do go into this game with a different mindset than any other one.
Yeah,
come in 3-0 up, and Spurs barely lifted a hand on them. It was easy. And it seems like every single game now that Spurs play Arsenal, it's exactly that. It's easy.
It's easy.
Talk about how it's such a passionate derby. It's only passionate between the fans. Let's be real. Because you look on the pitch, every single time these two teams play against each other.
Friggin', what's their name now? I'm gonna sound like Roy Keane, man. Like, what's that? It's a nonsense. You got Pedro Porro and Raya. Oh, mate, come on, mate, hugging, mate. Oh, Ben White, you see us too, mate. We play for Spain. Spain, we play for Spain.
Spurs are almost afraid to lay a glove on them. Genuinely, like I'm watching today, right? Like, and that's not to say like Spurs don't have any like men in their team, right? I find it so ironic that this is Fuad's favorite team because for as much as he kind of hammers home this
real men
shit,
yeah,
Spurs don't have a lot of them, and you can tell me
only like what Van der Ven, Romero, maybe Bissouma. Who else? Dragusin. 3.
Guys like Romero, guys like Bentancur. Look, man, it's all. I like both of those players. I think they're both good, but it's all well and good being like a tough guy and being kind of a bastard when you're going and playing Brighton or when you're playing Everton or when you're playing.
You talk about Brighton, bro. Brighton might come up there and just absolutely shove from Tottenham too, bro. Brighton's not that team, dude.
Leicester against Jamie Vardy. It's easy to be a tough guy against those teams. Don't get it twisted. Everybody beats up on them. What's in you? What are you made of when you go and play your city rivals? Biggest game of your fans' season. These every single year at the start of the season.
Literally, put a Roy Keane. Oh, bro, like guys, Roy Keane's my guy, right? But I'm not to say Roy Keane quarter, bro. I'm not smashing into somebody just to make me feel better, bro. Oh my god, dude! If I was playing one of those derbies, bro, I'll probably get myself some. Off to be fair.
Spurs fans look at their calendar and circle this date.
Yeah,
it means more to them. Let's be real. But the way their team actually executes on the pitch, this is why I said the Fuad last year. Spurs fans write checks that their own players can't cash in. Honestly, today I thought was so.
Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah, Spurs fans do write checks that their players can't cash in. That's so true, man. Because I love expressions, I do. Like gifted comedian, he comes up with things like that forward as well. You get what I mean? Like these guys, right, are proper like football fans, right? But sometimes you have to like observe your team and be real. You get what I mean? Like, oh, real men, we've got bazookas, bro. Brennan Johnson, bazooka. He's a freaking. He's the bro. What is? I don't want to pull out my little thing. I'm gonna little pistol, but like that guy he's not a bazooka, dude. He's not a bazooka fam. Your bazooka player, you plays for Bayern Munich. He's number 9 for Bayern Munich now. That was your bazooka. You know what I mean? Like, there's no bazookas there, bro. Like, once again, honestly, dude. Oh my god.
So pathetic. And I'm not even a Spurs. I have nothing at stake in this game as a fan. If anything, I probably want Arsenal to win because I don't want City to win the league. And Spurs are potential candidates for top 4 over United. But genuinely, I felt so just underwhelmed watching Spurs today. Like, to mind is that Solanke header that he really climbs over his center back to even get any sort of contact on.
And that's the thing as well, right? Because I was thinking about this today about Dominic Solanke. Did Tottenham blow their load too quickly on him? Like how they blew their load on again, sounds like I'm picking on Brian Johnson. But I have to say this, like how they did with Brian Johnson, right? With Solanke, I think only last season he's played well, right? That one season, and people do forget that there is such things, right, as one season wonders that do happen in the Premier League. Look at again, like I'll just use an example of Michu. Michu went on a mad goal streak like 10 years ago, right? And the season after he did nothing. Is it the same thing with Dominic Solanke? Maybe it's a little bit too early to tell, right? But and it's his second game for Spurs, but we'll have to wait and see about that. Because for me, yesterday in that Arsenal game, again, the other players around him didn't really try to set him up as that much. But for me, I think that Spurs might have got somebody else rather than Dominic Solanke, because I don't think that is a Spurs player. But again, it's just too early to tell. We'll see about it, but we'll continue, guys.
Outside of that, genuinely, right? I don't feel like Arsenal were ever really threatened today. And that's concerning. They're missing almost their entire midfield. And Spurs didn't lay a glove on them. Like, what better opportunity are you going to have to make your mark in a North London derby if it's not today?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Manchester City away from home in the league. That result against Brighton was a big one, but it's all about how you reply, right? And today is the perfect way to reply.
Yeah.
But man, Spurs, well, genuinely one of the worst teams I've ever seen at defending set pieces. Vicario,
Yeah.
the same mistakes that we saw basically epitomized Spurs last season. We all know what Spurs' issues last year were. They get hit easily on the break, and they are awful,
defending set
the worst
pieces.
teams I've ever seen at defending set pieces.
Yeah.
Vicario, man.
Yeah.
Oh
my Lord.
God. Look, I'm a Man United fan, right? I watched David De Gea. Like,
yo, David De Gea, right? In 11-12, I said this like literally 10 minutes ago. David De Gea in 11-12, dude. Oh my God. Like, he got better. He got better because you know what happened? Like, in that first season, right? David De Gea is like, bro, like, this ain't La Liga BBVA, bro. This ain't BBVA Hombres, bro. This is the Premier League. It's physical. You know what I mean? When you've got your Martin Skrtel's coming in and crashing into you, like when you've got your Vincent Kompany's coming in and crashing into you, you need to bulk up. You need to put on some size. You need to be brave on corners, especially as a goalkeeper, dude. Because goalkeepers are always given this whole thing as, goalkeepers have got a different mentality, or goalkeepers are not right in the head. And you, bro, Vicario, fam, you need to put on some mass on yourself, bro, and have a change of mentality on corners. Because if that's not rectified, bro, like Tottenham are gonna concede a lot of goals from set pieces, dude. Because the other guy that I fear that Vicario's gonna come up against is Van Dijk, dude. Van Dijk on corners is just he's literally like, how can I say? It's me. I'm black. I can say this. He's literally like a massive like specimen, like a gorilla coming in and just crushing a little like monkey, bro. That's how it's gonna look like, bro. Van Dijk is an absolute specimen. He is, bro. Like he's on corners. Like I don't think nobody contests with him, bro. Like it's mad. It's mad, dude. And they want to, and there's going to be other teams, right, guys, that are going to see this, right? Especially your Ipswiches, especially your West Hams as well. So check on corners too. He's ridiculous, right? They're going to see that and be like, yo, this guy is absolutely weak on corners. Let's target him. Let's put our big players right around him. Let's put our Nicholas Fulkrugs, our Socheks, dude, our Naif Mageds, our Kurt Zumas around Vicario. And let's just bully him because he's not going to do anything about this. This is what's going to happen. The Vicario needs to get that part of himself rectified big time.
Club for 13 years. And David De Gea at his best, don't get it twisted, one of the best shot-stopping goalkeepers in the world. But one thing De Gea was never good at, from the first game he played in the Community Shield in 11-12 against City, where Lescott jumped over him basically, and then in his first league game against West Brom, where he failed to claim a cross, I think it was Shane Long who scored. De Gea, for his entire time at Man United, was the worst ball claiming or high cross claiming goalkeeper I ever saw. Incredible shot stopper, claiming crosses, dominating his penalty box, one of the worst I saw. But I'm sorry, man. Vicario makes David De Gea look like Oliver Kahn in terms of he goes and dominates his box. He makes De Gea look like Neuer. I don't understand it. The guy won't leave his box. He won't leave his line. Vicario is glued to his line. He never comes out. And when he does, he gets bullied. You're the goalkeeper. You have an advantage over everybody. You can jump up, stretch your hands out, and catch the ball. And yet you still get bullied aerially against guys who can't use their hand. That's baffling to me, man. That's baffling to me. But this is stuff that as a manager, you knew existed last year. You know your team plays too high and way too open.
Yeah.
That's your style of play.
That's what I said.
What is it? It's basically high risk, high reward. But
True.
The defending set pieces, that's something that in preseason either should have been addressed in the transfer window or addressed repeatedly on the training ground.
In the training ground, bro. Because, like, I always say this to my cousins, like, do these players actually watch like tape? Do they generally like sit down, right? Like to how NFL players do, to how your Aaron Donalds, your Tom Brady's, your Myles Garrett's, right? They spend at least 2 hours, right, watching tape. I guarantee these guys don't do this because this will be rectified straight away, bro. Like your Christian Romero's. Like Christian Romero is literally like with Gabriel, and then he just loses him, and then Gabriel's free header, boom, thank you very much. That's our game winner once again, dude. Like it's crazy. It's mad. It's mad that they don't do this.
Those mistakes out of your team. It's more of the same. It's more of the same, man. You look last week against Newcastle. How did they get beat twice? On the break.
On the break. High line. High line for life. Like I forgot who Joe Linton spun in that midfield. Boom, one pass in behind. Murphy runs in, squares, I think, to Isak or Harvey Barnes. 2-0, dude. Honestly like Tottenham, Ange, yo, hombre, brother, hermano. Like, you need to rectify that because you can rely on Mickey Van der Ven's pace, right, to make those recovery runs for you, right? But if he's not there, dude, you guys are screwed. You guys are screwed, bro. So hey, that's just me. That's just me.
This week, how do you get beat? Set pieces. It's the same story. And then you look at the lineup that Ange puts out, right? Bro, from the first minute, I looked at that lineup. Madison and Bentancur in midfield. In midfield too. Kulusevski, Brennan Johnson, who, oh my god, man.
You see, it's not just me. It's not the guys. I have not picking on Brennan Johnson, but I just don't think it's good enough. I don't think it's good enough, man.
We talk about big money signings that have not lived up to the price.
Nobody says anything about this guy, you know. It's shocking, dude. It's almost 50. What was it? £47 million that they spent on him.
Maybe he's lucky because he plays for Spurs, right? he's not worth half of what Spurs paid for him.
Bro, 10-15 mil at least, bro.
Be a good Premier League player. We've seen that for Nottingham
Forest.
At times for Spurs too. He's not a scrub, but come on, man. He's not worth half of what Spurs paid for him. Jesus Christ, man. And then you look at it as well too. Heung-min Son and then Dominic Solanke. You're effectively playing with 4 attackers. 5 even, I would say. Solanke, Son, Brennan Johnson, Kulusevski, and James Maddison. James Maddison, I feel Ange has completely killed any of the creativity and any of the goal scoring threat he once had in his game. Completely off by how deep he plays James Maddison. James Maddison is exposed than you normally can. Arsenal this one was very.
I'll skip ahead, guys, because there's other videos
Spurs
after
remind me of, Chad. I watch Spurs honestly, right? And it's like, don't take any offense to this, Arsenal fans. But you know what Spurs remind me of? They remind me of the early 2010s Arsenal team with half the talent. In terms of they want to walk everything to the back of the back of the net. They want to play the perfect passes.
That was like was it 2012 when they scored that goal versus Norwich? The little bing, 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 bing. Grealish, not Grealish, Jack Wilshere finishes that, right? Like, Spurs try to play like that, dude. They generally do. Liaz is spot on about this, by the way.
No one can touch them. No one can even mark them within 3. Let us play our game. Let us dance. Let us be nice. Arsenal of today, I don't know, they're playing like the Arsenal of the Invincibles. Bro, win every single 50-50. This is war. Genuinely, man. Honestly, it's like watching Arsenal 2010s, but instead of Fabregas, you have Bentancur. Instead of Van Persie, you have Brennan Johnson. My God, man. You can throw me Bentancur. Like I said, man, like how I opened it. It's easy in game. But if anything, I watch him for the Italian national teams at times. I look at him as a player. This, for me, is a touchline fullback. Hold your width. Bomb down the line. You're a terrific athlete. You got a pretty good whip on you. You're pretty technical. Why does every fullback now in 2024 have to play as a midfielder?
Yeah.
And I think Udogie more than anybody. I get it for some guys, right? When I see, I don't know, Rico Lewis doing it, fairs. When I see Zinchenko doing it, fairs.
Yeah, like Rico Lewis has got the technical ability, because I remember this 2 years ago. I think it was in the Champions League. Was he number 80 or 82, right? And I was like, he's just like Philip Lahm for Pep Guardiola, but people didn't realize this at the start, because like this guy's actually playing like CDM while he's a right back. He's got the technical ability to do that. Some guys just can't do it, man. You get what I mean? Like again, Udogie for Tottenham, he just can't do it. I don't think that Andy Robertson can do it. Andy Robertson's a brilliant left back, right? But I don't think he's technically as sound as, again, like your Rico Lewis is. I think if you can put Trent in that inverted right back spot, he's probably the best player the best right back in the world to do that, right? So sometimes, like, managers, like, they have to. And again, like, I'm not, you know, I'm just a random guy in Manchester that sits in the room with a lie on his face in the camera, right? But sometimes managers have to realize that, like, the players that they have, some of them aren't just technically good enough to do the job that they're asking for, bro. It's just this truth, bro. That's what it is.
Udogie, I don't get that one, man. I don't get that one. So finish off on Spurs, then we can talk a little bit about Arsenal. And I hope Spurs fans don't take this personally, because the reason I'm also really annoyed at you guys, I had high hopes for you guys this season. Now, don't get it twisted. If it's between you guys and United, of course, I'd rather my team finish in top 4. But ignoring all that, I predicted Spurs to kind of build off last season and make the top 4. At the moment, Spurs have 1 win in 4. 1 win in 4, and it's their worst start in 9 years.
Jesus.
The end of the world? It's not. Is it concerning? Hell yes. Please don't try and tell me, Spurs fans, that you guys are not a little bit concerned about what you're seeing from your team this year. This was supposed to be a year where, okay, you added some strength in attack. Well, okay, Solanke still needs to kind of be bedded into the team. You brought some youngsters. I don't think either of them played today. I don't know whether that's
Archie Gray and Lewis Bergvall. And the thing what makes me laugh, right, before the game, there was like an hour-long documentary on Archie Gray on Sky Sports, and then Tottenham coming there, he just didn't play whatsoever. Right, killed me.
Sure. But it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, I think
riding out for Anfield to become like a word you're not supposed to say. It doesn't have to be rocket science every time. It doesn't have to be 50 passes
I think that's it.
between your set.
But yeah, guys, that's literally it, bro. Like, Tottenham highly disappointed, right? And I will just play another video for you lot. For me, he's probably the funniest guy on what YouTube football space. In expressions, a proper Tottenham fan. So let me just get this guy. Let me just get this up for you guys so you guys can see it as well. So let's just get it started, fam.
Arsenal 1, Tottenham 0, and I've had enough of this, blood. I'm telling you, I've had enough, blood. 3 years in a row, fam. Man got the Hunter, the Hurst, and the Helmsley, blood. 3 years in a row, fam, that we've lost to these, man. It ain't THFC, it's THC, blood, because it's split after split after split, and I've had enough of this, blood. People always tell me, you know, they don't deserve you, this, that, and the other. Watching that today, they don't deserve me, blood. They don't deserve me, blood. Side to side, side to side. These man doing the candy dance for 90 minutes, blood. No shots, blood. You get me, fam? Vasectomy, blood. Vasectomy, blood. No shots, blood. You know what watching that football's like? It's like spending half an hour with a gal and you can't take her bra off, blood. It's all foreplay, blood. In fact, it's like
foreplay without yo, guys, it is though. It's foreplay without penetration. That's what it is. Like what was that? Oh, they used same thing with what's that kid's name now? That plays for Aston Villa, Morgan Rogers. You know what I mean? Like Morgan Rogers is a brilliant football player, dude. Beats about like 4 guys, but when he gets to the end product of it, to the end side, to scoring a goal, assisting, it never pans out for him. It's the same, bro. That Tottenham game yesterday, oh my god, man! But I have to kick it up and move on real quickly.
Jacket, blood. No access, blood. Do you know what I mean? All you're doing is looking at it, fam. No access, blood. What are these man paid to do? What are they paid to? Hey, stop filming, blood. Wait for it to come out, blood. What are they doing? What are they doing, fam? No, I'm not in the mood. I'm telling you, I'm fuming. Usually I let man watch film, whatever. No, I'm not having it today, blood. Do you know what I'm saying, fam? Because these man are scrubs, blood. And I don't want no scrubs like T-Boss, Left Eye, and Chili, fam. I said, yeah, when I said the team weren't good enough last season. And then what do? We go Kidzania. You know them way there, fam. Yeah. We go Hogwarts, blood. We bring in hella kids, fam. You know them way there. Neverland Resort FC, bruv. That's what we did. You get me? This Arsenal team were depleted, fam. No rice, blood. I said it. It was a TGI Fridays menu, blood. R.I.P. Uncle Ben and Tilda. Didn't need him, fam. Martin Odegaard. Nowhere to be seen. Didn't need him, fam. These men had nothing in the middle. These men were a North London bagel today. And what did we do?
North London bagel. Oh my god, bro.
Nothing. I'm out with the but X. We controlled the ball. We had control of the ball. What? We Michael Barrymore FC? Are we Ben Mitchell Football Club about controlling balls? Pause all of that, fam. I don't care about controlling balls, blood. I care about winning games, fam. When's the last time we've lost 3 times at home to Arsenal? When? I've seen the invincible team. Henri, you know them way there, fam. That's it. Duckfoot, Perez, blood. Dennis Bergkamp, Ian Wright. I do not remember losing to Arsenal 3 years in a row. I don't even remember 2 years in a row. This is unacceptable, blood. This is unacceptable, fam. Do you know them way there, fam? 3 years in a row we're getting touched at home, fam. I'm telling you, man is a victim of surviving Neverland, fam. That is how I feel, bro. I'm there just watching the players. What are you doing? Why is no one shooting, blood? Why? It's called football, blood. It's not called passport, blood. It's not called that. Why is our football looking like ping pong, fam? Why, blood? It's like man's playing paddle, blood. Do you know them way there? Paddle. That's all these men are doing. You man are flipping Premier League footballers, bruv. And you've let man down 3 years in a row, blood. You get me? 3 years in a row, blood. Last season, I thought that was bad, yeah. But you see, this season, brother, how do we concede? Let me check. VAR. Let's VAR how we conceded the goal, because it can't be what expressions were saying. Ed, we're getting better at set piece. What are you talking about? You get me, fam? Get me out. 3 man like Morgan, 3 at last like Martin Luther King, blood. Bullet header, fam. 99 power like Adriano in Pro Evolution Soccer, fam. Who was marking him, blood? I'm telling you, when I look at that team, fam, the only players, yeah, that I can even rave about is Van de Ven and Ramiro, because they work their socks off. Everyone else scrubs, blood. Everyone else, but I don't care.
Van de Ven's the guy, bro. Like, honestly, like Mickey Van de. I feel like so sorry, and again, I know I support Man United and Man United right now. Like, whenever players come to United, right, it's a freaking graveyard. It is a graveyard, right? But Mickey Van de Ven, dude, he played for us. This guy should be like a Real Madrid centre back or a Bayern Munich centre back or a Juventus centre back. He's that good. He is that good, bro. For me, he's top 5 centre backs in the Premier League. That's how much I rate that guy, dude. Oh my God.
But so was like a good game. And as for Brennan Johnson, brother, I didn't even realize that guy was on the field.
Not saying anything. Hey.
I told you, man, already. His name's Brennan. That man hasn't got a Johnson, fam. He ain't got one, blood. You get me, fam? You need to be a man. You need to be your man. What's he doing? What is he doing? Brennan Johnson is just a waste of oxygen. I'm sorry, blood. I am so sorry. My head's gone. I didn't mean that, because I don't really like talking about players like that. But when I have to watch that, it's just a waste of my time, blood. A waste. That's what it is, bruv. Rolex made my belt today. It was a waste of time, blood. That's what it was, fam. I'm absolutely fuming. And then, when you look how dead our team was last season, and then you look at the players that we bought, yeah? Brother, 45 million on Archie Gray. Where is he, blood?
Again, literally an hour before the game, like an hour before Sky Sports started off their whole Super Sunday build-up thing, right? There was a documentary on Archie Gray, bro. It killed me because I was like, why is he not playing? Like, of course he's still young, right? But like, where is he, dude? Where is this guy? Because apparently he's touted to be like a baller, like for Leeds, bro. So hey,
where is he at? How you spending 45 million and we can't see this guy playing football, blood? What is he doing? Is he in the hyperbolic time chamber, blood?
Yo, fam, we play maybe Wednesday, bro. I'm going to United game tomorrow.
We knew where our problems were. We knew the problems that we had here. Did we address it? No, we never, blood. No, we never. We came in like some idiots, blood. Do you know what I mean? That was a disgrace, blood. I don't want people are going to be like, oh, but we dominated the game. Arsenal stole it. Stole what, blood? Stole what? Go and watch the game from last season. They sat.
Nah, they didn't steal that, man. Like the way, like how Arteta set up the Arsenal team is masterclass, bro. Masterclass, dude. Because they knew that again, it's a depleted team. Just avoid defeat, but they actually got the W. They actually got the W from a set pieces. It's crazy.
They let us play with ourselves, bro. That's what it is. They let us play with ourselves, bro. Provided the napkins, the cream, the powder, the body oil. They provided everything.
And then at the end of it, they want to kick you in the balls.
They let us play with ourselves, bro. That's what we were doing. We were rubbing one out for 90 minutes, blood, and then we got exposed. And it's an absolute disgrace, fam. An absolute disgrace, bro. And I can't told you, man, this team ain't good enough.
God,
now, look, four games, 2 losses, 1 draw, and 1 win against a team that should be relegated. When we slapped Everton 4-0, I told you, man, don't get excited. I told you, man, Everton are scrubs, blood. I told everyone they were scrubs, blood.
But they say, oh, you're pedantic,
I went into into the preview with chess, blood, because that's what I do. You got to support your team, blood. You got to hope that come good. But, brother, what chess, blood? What chess, blood? Kira Knightley FC, blood. You know them with it? Mighty Cyrus Football Club, blood. No chess, blood. Chess looking like an A4 piece of paper, blood. Do you know them way there, fam? Caved in, blood. Kofi Kingston settings, fam. I've had enough of this, bro. You get me? These men get paid millions and millions, like The Rock, fam. Millions and millions, blood. These men get paid. And then look, that's the sort of performance that you want to put out, fam. Man's paying season ticket, all of these peas, blood. Europa League, Bro, Carabao, all of this money, and we don't spend nothing, blood. And when we do spend, it's ridiculous, blood. 65 on Solanke, blood. 100 million on 2 players, you know. Brother, did it look like we even had only 100 million players on there?
Yeah, bro.
I can't believe this, fam.
Yeah.
I actually can't believe it, bro. Absolutely toothless, bro. Toothless, bro. Why are we in the crowd begging players to shoot? Why are we like, shoot? Brother, these men are moving like I'm asking you to shoot a man in the forehead in Dubai. Like, why are you not shooting, fam? What do you think you're going to be doing half time? Like, we go again, fam. It's like,
let me end it there, man. Oh my god, dude. That's killed me. Oh my god, that guy's the GOAT, bro. Especially as the GOAT, fam. Like,
Arsenal won, Tottenham
wait. I just have to share with you guys the screen too, but we have to move on, man. We have to move on. There's other games to speak about happening that transpired in the Premier League, right? So we'll move on to the Manchester United one versus Southampton because, of course, I'm a United fan. I have to speak about my team, but not that one. Oh, not that result. Not God, no, not that result. Oh my God, no, mate. Where is it? There we go. So Manchester United beat Southampton 3-0 at the St. Mary's Stadium. This game for me, right, guys, like, I'm gonna lie, yeah, the way that Manchester United started off was shaky. You know what I mean? There was no control. When I first seen the starting lineup with Christian Eriksen coming in for Casemiro in that CDM spot, right, and there was a few changes. There was somebody else. I think it was Garnacho changed for Ahmad, and then Ahmad started on the right wing side, right. Again, game starts off Southampton all over us, right, and what's that kid's name? Dibbling. He was absolutely cooking Dallo. And for me, Sugawara, the right back for Southampton, of course, came from AZ Alkmaar. I rate him a lot, right? And it was like a 2-on-1 situation with him. And I was thinking, why is Rashford not tracking back again? And I'm starting to find out that Ten Hag's telling him like to step because he sees him as a striker. You know what I mean? But that was not helping Dallo one bit because he's the one, right, that gave away the penalty to Southampton when Dibbling went escaped past him, right. That was slide tackling penalty to Southampton. Cameron Archer, right, those were wait like for 50, he was counted to be 51 seconds, and I was going crazy, of course, when that whole decision was made for the penalty. I was like, what the hell, bro? Typical United, like, again, ball jobs of go, like, no mindset, dude, no mindset. What the hell is wrong with these guys? Like, Southampton should be doing better, right? But when the time kept on ticking, I was thinking, this is a little bit too long for this guy to take the penalty. He actually might miss this. Turned out I actually did miss it, right? And then from then, like, Manchester United just took over, in my opinion. Southampton didn't have a shot the entirety of that game, right? But when people talk, boy, voice broke, right? But when people speak about style of play with Manchester United, I do see it, and for me, it's not consistent enough because I did want to go back, right, to the first half and watch some of the highlights, right, from that first half. There is patterns of play that I can see, especially when we're trying to invite Southampton to press us, right, so we can actually like play through them, or sometimes Andre Onana does go long, right, and translate our wingers either if it's Marcus Rashford or Amad Diallo, right, and then they click on to like a Bruno or Menu. Again, build up play, right, between those guys happened like twice in that game, right, and the guy who was very key for it was Joshua Zirkzee, bro. Zirkzee in that number 10 spot for me in that Southampton game, it was absolutely unbelievable, bro. Like, his link up play is A1, right, but the downside with Zirkzee is just his finishing. His finishing for me it needs to be better because he could have had 2 goals in that game, because there was one chance, of course, where it was like a link up play between him and Marcus Rashford. That's what actually led up to the goal with the link scoring from the header, right? Like, it was between Joshua Zirkzee and Rashford. Zirkzee shoots, Ramsdale does a fingertip save, right, to the right side of the post, and it goes out for the corner. We scored from that, right? And there was another one at the end of the game where it was like 2-0, and Zirkzee somehow gets the ball like on the penalty spot, and he sees Ramsdale, right, diving to the left, right. He was trying to slot it to Ramsdale's right. So he makes it look like, oh, he's absolutely sold the goalkeeper dreams, right? But it was the Southampton centre back that actually blocked the shot with his foot. Oh, it was this guy, bro. Jeez, like man, Christina, is there anything to if there's anything better to see you come out of the shower, the cards are straight, you gotta say, but this guy, bro, you're wrong for that. You're absolutely wrong for that, right? But anyway, right?
Arsenal 1, Tottenham 0, and
but yeah, so it's the centre back that actually said that actually blocks the shot, right? I'm forgetting his name. I always forget this guy's name. It wasn't Stevens. What's that kid's name, man? Was it Downs? I think it was Downs that blocked it. Let me try to get. No, Taylor Harwood Bellis. That's it. Taylor Harwood Bellis, right? He's the one that blocked the shot, right? And I was thinking to myself, like, Xerxes, just slap that in, dude. Like, you don't have to make it look pretty, bro. Just slot it in, bro. You'd have like what, 2 goals in like 4 games. That's a really good start for you right now because yes, you are very technically pleasing on the eye, right? But as a Manchester United striker, you should be slapping in those shots, dude. You generally should be, right? But Matthias de Ligt, of course, did score us that the first goal, which was generally needed, right? And what a game Matthias de Ligt had. De Ligt, for me, like, he bowled out. He was my man in the match. He was brilliant. Like, when I was seeing him defend, right, I was like, this is why I wanted this guy since 2019 for Man United, bro. Because this is the sort of things that he brings, right? Like the physicality, the roughness, not even like letting a striker like have a breather, bro. Just the guy's touching the ball, bang, straight into his back of him. You know what I mean? And Martinez, I noticed it with Southampton. I think that Martinez was a pressing trigger for Southampton because whenever Martinez got the ball, Southampton would like press up high. But when it was like someone like De Ligt on the ball, or if it's like Dallo on the ball, they would just be like, it was like a kind of a mid press. And for me, like Martinez, again, like he kind of thrives on this kind of situation because Martinez's passing for me is brilliant for a centre back, bro. Left foot centre back is absolutely sick, right? But and another guy who I have to give a shout out to is Nusayr Mazraoui. Mazraoui, these like first 2 games, he's been playing well for United, right? This game for me, he went underneath the radar because it was just a brilliant performance from him. For me, it was only like 6.5 performance, right? But not a lot of Manchester United fans actually recognize that. And in my opinion, it really played well for us. Diogo Dalot did kind of struggle against that dribbling kid because he was getting he was a 2-on-1 with Sugawara and dribbling. But as soon as the game went on, Diogo Dalot started like going more into the game. Did get the assist as well for the Alejandro Garnacho goal. Christian Eriksen, not a lot of people always speak about Christian Eriksen. I think he played well. You know what I mean? Because games like this, right? When Southampton have a midfield of Downs, Ugochukwu, Fernandez, I don't think that a DM is really needed, in my opinion. Because I was speaking with one of my colleagues from work about this. Shout out to man like David, right? But we were talking about like SCD emphasis because I was thinking Manuel Ugarte should start, right? But I was like, you know what, right? I'm going to give Ten Hag props for this because we needed like a technical player there who can actually zip balls really quick, right? Past this Southampton midfield. And for me, Christian Eriksen played well. Kobe Mainoo once again had a decent game. Like, he's 19 years old. Kobe Mainoo for me is doing things right that a 19-year-old kid should not be doing. She should not be doing, right. But for us, right, as Manchester United fans, like, we're seeing this. And we're seeing Kobe Mainoo play like this, right, week in, week out, just like, oh, it's just Kobe. That's how it's like right now, but it's just Kobe, right? But he actually had a good game. Bruno Fernandes with an assist for that Matthias de Ligt goal. Could have got a more assist as well, but he of course played decent. Amad Diallo, he's that right winger. He's that right winger, bro. Like, Diallo this game, dude. Like, I was thinking, just give the ball out to Diallo because he'll do something. He'll cook, bro. Like, his link up play, right, and just to controlling a tempo of the game is sick, bro. Because he knows how to speed it up, slow it down, speed it up, slow it down. 1-2 passes, turn back, go back to the right back, or reverse pass into Christian Eriksen or Bruno Fernandes, cut in or shoot, or lay off for the overlap, bro. Like, his decision making is always on point, bro. It's always A1, bro. I love Diallo, fam. He should be starting for Manchester United. He's made that right wing spot for himself, right? And the thing is too, right, guys, like with Diallo, since like he's been a United player, right, since what 2020, 2021, he's waited his time on loan to Rangers, on loan to Sunderland. I think he went on loan to Birmingham as well. He's actually bad at this time, right? And shout out to him because he's been very patient, and for him, like this is absolutely paying off, right? But Marcus Rashford, I have to speak about him. When he got selected for this game, I was like thinking, Ten Hag's a coward. Why is he not playing Garnacho? Rashford's not been playing good enough. Yeah, you can push your whole boxing stuff. You can be shooting in training, right? But it's not translating to games, right? And got his goal from outside the box with an assist, right, from Amad Diallo. And I was thinking to myself, like, okay, then Rashford shows what we can do during this game, as what Joe Cole was saying throughout commentary. Rashford's got his head up high, his head up high, his chest is sticking out. He looks like a confident player. And then literally, as I was saying that, Rashford takes the ball, turns around, shoots, bang. Ramsdale saves it, right? And you can see like the confidence, and this is what I mean. Like Marcus Rashford, like we're just Manchester United fans. You get what I mean? We're fans. We're Man United supporters. You're a Man United player. We support you. If you play well, bro, if you look like you're actually fighting for the badge, and if you're giving your all, bro, we will support you because you play for the team that we care about. Performances like that, bro, will bring us onto your side, dude, because this is what we want to see from you. This is a Marcus Rashford we like to see, right? And Paul Merton said it to what I've been saying like these last 2 years. Rashford for me is at his best, right? When he's not thinking, when he's not having what should I go left, should I go right, should I be this guy? Rashford is at his best, right? When he's just absolutely just A1 fam. Throw our boot, bro. In the famous words, right, of that Marseille logo, fam. Throw our boot, fam. Straight to the goal, bro. Translated in English. That's what it is. Straight to the goal. That's what we want to see from Marcus Rashford. Not this whole step over. Oh, no, pass. No, don't turn back. No, bro. Just be the Marcus Rashford that you are, fam. Just be an absolute killer, bro. Don't care about if he's your England teammate, if he's Trent Alexander-Arnold, fam. Run past him, fam. You're meant to, bro. You want to win. You're not a bad person if you want to win, bro. You get what I mean? These are the kind of performances that we want to see from you. It's generally not that hard, brother. It's not that hard, fam. So again, hopefully he repeats this thing about same thing with Crystal Palace. Hopefully he gets a hat-trick. That's why I pray and hope, fam. And once again, guys, I will come back right to this style of play thing, because the style of play, once again, I do see it, but it's just not happening enough for me, bro. It happens like twice a game, and then the next 3 games it don't happen. It needs to be more consistent, because if we're playing in our style of play and it's fluid, it's very fluid, and I've seen glimpses of it. If we can repeat that like this, bro, because again, like we maybe some of the players aren't to that standard, because I can see that Christian Eriksen, he's got the technical ability to do it, but he's not a Manchester United midfielder going into the future. Kobe Mainoo's got the technical ability to do it. Ahmad's got it as well. Lisandro Martinez, I think he's got it too. Xerxes definitely got it, because he was one of the key catalysts, right, in our style of play, right? Like, we can be good. It's just, again, like I don't want to get too carried away, because it's just Southampton. Because if he come up against Crystal Palace, the slappers, it's gonna be back to square one, right? But if we can try to keep on replicating that, bro, like more, fam, will be good, right? But guys, let's just move on, right? To the reaction to what Flax gave on the weekend for Manchester United. So let's bring up right now to here it is. Oh, there we go. What's this man saying? Not yet. Not yet, bro. Not yet, bro. Not yet, fam. Not yet.
Southampton 0. That was needed. Let me tell you that. We can enjoy our weekend. 12:30 kickoff. Everyone was watching us, waiting for it. The way the first half an hour went in the game, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was cussing, I was swearing up the place, thinking these pricks better not do this again. But they didn't. We turned it around, and there are a lot of good points about the game. But we have to start with I want to end on a high, innit? So I'm going to start with the bad. Clearly, in the first 30 minutes of the game, it was absolutely atrocious. You had Dalot getting cooked by Diblin, gave away the penalty. Even before that, Dalot just looked like he was still in Portugal. I ain't going to lie. He looked like he was still on international duty, not like picking up his man, not winning his duels, getting run past, being rash, which eventually leads to giving away the penalty. It weren't just him, though. We couldn't get hold of the ball. Southampton had their style of play. It was very alarming. And there are bits of that is still us. The difference is the moment went for us today. And that was a catalyst.
Yeah, that penalty save by Onana was a massive catalyst for us because it's a big momentum shifter. That right there is a deflator. You get what I mean? So let's say like Southampton fans are like the balloon, right? And of course, when that balloon's filled with like helium or air, those Southampton fans are going crazy, right? But when that penalty is missed, bro, it sucks their life out of the stadium, sucks the air out of the stadium, and then that's when Manchester United can, and you know what, they've missed their penalty. That's actually went for us, builds confidence, and then with confidence, it makes players do what better things, bro. The ball starts getting fizzed around more accurately, more quicker. There's a better tempo too.
Why the dominoes started falling in our favour this time, actually, against a side like Southampton.
21.
Because as soon as that penalty was saved, that was the changing point in the match. Now, one thing is being lucky enough to get that point, you know, because you've got to save the penalty and they need to score it. Like, fair play, I get it. So that's the fantastic save from Onana. Poor penalty from Mark J.B. kicking himself, as I said in the stream. But at the end of the day, it's that pivotal point. Onana still has to guess the right way, and he did. So I give him full props for that because that was the turning point of the match. But then after that, we still need to go and do something with it, and we still need to go and make something happen. And he did in isolation. It wasn't an amazing play for the 2 goals that we scored in the first half, but we worked the corner very well. Really, really poor defending from Southampton. And De Ligt, Matthijs De Ligt. They're telling us, laughing, putting up memes about him on social media, on international break, saying that he's dead. He's Maguire 2.0. Oh, Virgil this and blah, 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 blah. Like, we just went, get him back here, get him to start. He'll be fine. Man of the match. All the noise on social media, people want to chat shit. You can say it's against Southampton, blah, 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 blah. But the same people are saying he's crap. You also expect him to play shit against Southampton because of what happened in national break. And it means he's rubbish. We know the quality that we've got in him. We know he's a good defender. And I'm really, really pleased for him. That will do his confidence the world of good. Because actually, let's be real, he had a shaky start to the game as well. Kyle Walker-Peters left him for dead as well.
Yeah.
And tried to pull it back to Bertrand Diaz. And I think we got.
I think it was.
Again, but
who was it? I think Eriksen intercepted it.
Moment for him.
I think it was Eriksen.
He put that behind him and went on to have a good game. Man of the match, winning his duels, winning his headers, good on the ball, gets the all important first goal as well. And he was good after that. And I think he came off as a bit of a precaution after that. Towards the end of the game,
it was cramp.
I was nervous, but hopefully that is a precaution. So really, really pleased for him. I'm going to say Rashford as well. Rashford looked like something that resembles what we want to see him doing going forward. I think, look, when you put out videos, you know, in the gym, doing extra work, extra training. I saw the coach he was with. He was talking on Stretford Paddock about his mentality and that he wants to get back to it, and he just loves the game. It's all good doing that. But what do we always say? Just want to see it on the pitch, man. Just want to see it on the pitch. I don't get angry when he does all that stuff, but we just want to see it on the pitch. And today, even away from the goal, which I'll get to, like, he just wanted to take people on. He was confident. He wanted to drive at people. He looked sharp. He looked powerful. He looked quick. And the goal that he scores is a really good goal as well. Aaron Ramsdale's unsighted. He whips it round quite a few players, in between some players as well, right in the corner. It's a fantastic goal, and that will do his confidence the world of good. So he was really good. I thought Ahmad was excellent as well. There was times I thought he could have been a little bit more decisive, but getting into the right positions, doing the right things, he was very good as the game went on, especially in the second half as well. I think where Man United really just took the game away from Southampton, and it just became our game. And then we had a few injuries or precautionary injuries that we had to sort out. Mazraoui looks like he's the worst out of the lot. There's been a lot injury-wise. We're not made about Joshua Zirkzee, and I seen online and here, it was like he's not holding it up enough, etc., etc. And it is interesting when you kind of see the reaction and have a little look back about how he was playing, I just thought it was a mixed bag. There was moments that were nice and neat and tidy, especially in the second half. He's bringing people into play, had some nice touches. There were some moments in the first half where he couldn't get the ball down, couldn't look after it like he knows he can do. There were some times where his touch was a bit baggy, kind of bouncing off him, you know. And then on top of that, the biggest thing was some times where he had some, not sitters, but he had some bread and butter chances where you go.
It's the finishing, yeah, it's the finishing. For me, it's the finishing that stood out with those Xerxes.
But it will come. I don't think it's time to panic or say he was rubbish or he is rubbish and he's no, it will come. Done something like a piece with Dwight York last week on Inside Devils, and he was saying it would be more of a worry if Joshua Xerxes wasn't getting into the positions. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not like he's not getting into positions. He just needs another one to go in. Because actually he started off, this is the other way around, he started off with a quick goal, and now it feels like it's an early barren spell where you're getting the chances, but you're not putting them away. But his generic play, like I said, was a mixed bag. He had some really nice moments, really nice parts of his play, but other times he wasn't quite there. But it will come. Bruno, I don't think Bruno was good today. I don't think he was good today at all. Very wasteful. Good for the assist for the goal, the first goal for the Ligt. But other than that, I don't think he was great. He needs a lot of work to do, to be more consistent in this period now. I don't think that was great from him. And I think also in the second half, where I have to give us credit again at 2-0 up, it's very, very likely that we can self-sabotage.
This is a good point for Flex, because for me, right, from 2-0, I think it was like around the 55th minute or the 60th minute, I said that United need a third goal, because the next goal is very crucial, either for Southampton and Manchester United. Because if Southampton score, right, it's 2-1, guys. And whenever United, right, of course, are under the caution, it's the leading with one goal. When it's 2-1, usually we concede, and it's late goals, especially from last season. Even was it this season too against Brighton? You know what I mean? So I was thinking that third goal needs to come. I was thinking, Xerxes, bro, you have to finish one of these chances. You have to finish one of these chances, right? But when Garnacho scored the third one, I was like, okay, game's over now. We've killed it. It's done. They ain't coming back. So that was one of the things that was really worrying me. And of course, the injuries to Mazraoui. I think Martinez came off too, because he was kind of limping, and Mazraoui as well. And then like our backline changed. It was like Evans that came on, Casemiro came on, and Maguire came on.
Bullet for ourselves, as DJ says, and F things up, and we didn't do it. Do you know what I mean? There was no real. I never felt like Southampton were going to score in the second half. Their confidence was gone from being 2-0 down after being in a great position after half an hour, and we just managed the game very well. And I was like, Garnacho will come on and get the third goal, and the kid did it. He did it. Comes on, does the celebration. You know what I mean? Great finish into the roof of the net as well. Ramsdale could do nothing about it. Dalot with the assist. One thing I do credit Dalot with is it was a shocker, and the moment could have gone against us, because my God, if we would have went 1-0 down, I wouldn't have had us coming back. Honestly, I wouldn't have had us coming back. I know it's coulda, shoulda, woulda. You never know. But my feeling is if that was a pivotal moment of the game, if we go 1-0 down from that penalty, everything changes in my eyes. And Dalot maybe doesn't have the chance to get it right in the second half, but he did. The second half, he was much better, much more physical. Gets an assist as well, and he calmed down. He turned it around. He was really, really good second half. But I can't sit here and go too extra. I can't sit here and gas it up too.
Exactly, thanks. And that's the thing. Like, we can't go overboard and be on Jupiter and be in Venus and Mercury and Uranus, right? We have to ground it down. It's Southampton. Yes, newly promoted teams. Yes, we're happy with the 3 points. Yes, we've scored at least more than one goal in a game, right? But we have to be very staunch with it, guys. We can't be getting overboard. We have to keep our feet on the ground, bro, because these guys can turn around and lose 4-0 to Crystal Palace next week. So we have to ground this down. We have to be very grounded about this.
I saw a lot of alarming things in that first half an hour. And if you think about it like this, that was no different to... It wasn't that dissimilar to what happened against Liverpool. Obviously, the golfing class in opposition was completely off the scale.
Yeah.
So when we did make mistakes, Obviously, Liverpool just dispatched of us and punished us
Yeah,
very,
punished.
very
Yeah,
easily.
exactly.
Southampton literally had the ball in the penalty spot and didn't punish us. That was the pivotal bit, and we've got better players than them, better individuals than them, and then the game then we took control of the game. I thought Eriksen did all right as well, to be fair, considering everyone was like, should he start? I'm not really sure. La, la, la. He did his thing. He was fine again, because in this type of game, after the adversity of the first half an hour, which was awful, he was fine. Kobe came through some difficult moments. The ref was shocking, by the way, not giving fouls when he should be, giving fouls when he shouldn't, giving cards when he shouldn't. I know that Stevens got sent off, I think.
But Stevens was a red card. Like that Stevens slide tackle was absolutely horrific, man. Like when you see it in real time, you're like, oh, he's just kind of like grazed him, right? But he's lunging and it studs up and it goes like knee high, bro. It's a red. It's a straight red.
I think it was Stevens who got sent off. But whoever it was, the ref was shocking. The ref really was shocking. And there was a moment where Kobe's on a yellow for something that was quite petulant. But at the same time, he managed to get through that, not get another yellow card, and play through that. That's what we want to see. So, listen, not going too extra, 3-0, nice and comfortable. Let me just enjoy the weekend and just have some vibes, and we can enjoy the North London derby tomorrow. That's all I want to do. And hopefully Bournemouth turn over Chelsea. So we laugh at Matisse as well.
Laugh at Jadon Sancho too. Let's get it. But yeah, so yeah, that's it, guys. 3-0 win, happy with it, but we should not get carried away about that result. Next games. Ooh, I need to. Where is my streaming one? There you go. I think that's it. I think that is it. There we go. So yeah. So. Where is it? No, not that one. Not that one, mate. Not that one, mate. Right here. Right here, mate. So. Nottingham Forest. Right. Oh, 1 second. 1 second, guys. Oh my god. Right. So Nottingham Forest traveled away to Anfield and beat. Oh my god. What is going on with this? There we go. Right. Yeah, Nottingham Forest traveled away to beat Liverpool 1-0 at Anfield. Listen, not expecting that. Not expecting that, dude. Like, let's look at so Liverpool, of course, look like they were the dominant team because, of course, it is at Anfield. 14 shots, 5 on target, 70% possession, 604 passes, right, to 273. Pass accuracy of 83%, 15 fouls, 4 yellows each, no red cards each, right? And I did see some of the highlights, of course, right, with Luis Diaz hitting the post. That's one of the main ones that I saw from Liverpool. And was it Matt Sells? Was it Sells almost drop? Yeah, so it's Matt Sells, right, almost dropping a ball, right, into his own ball for Nottingham Forest. But Callum Hudson-Odoi coming through with an absolute screamer, what I saw about screamer, putting it to the bottom right corner. I'm pretty sure this is one of like Virgil van Dijk's rare losses at Anfield. I'm happy with this. Because listen, right, like it's Liverpool losing. I would take that any day of the week. I generally would take that any day of the week, right? Because yeah, people call me about hyping up Onslaught and stuff like that. But listen, bro, like Nuno Espirito Santo had something for you guys, didn't he? He said that something for you guys, right? But I don't want to linger around, of course, on this one for too long. So let's just move on, guys, to the other fixtures because I have to close up this stream because it is getting a little bit late. So which one was the other one? Man City versus Brentford. So Man City did beat Brentford 2-1 with a goal from Johan. Brentford scoring early. I think it's like first 23 seconds. Johan Wissa scoring a header right past Man City, and then of course, for Man City, the Terminator, Erling Braut Haaland, two goals scored. I thought this guy was going to go 3 for 3 on hat tricks. I thought this guy was going to do like a three-peat, bro, on hat tricks, but seems like that wasn't the case. Brentford did have good chances during this game, guys, but again, if you've not got players of quality, if you've not got an Ivan Toney, you do kind of you do miss those chances. I do remember that Brentford did beat Man City 3 years ago, 2-1 at the Etihad Stadium a few years ago, with goals from Ivan Toney. I think the other one was Johan Wissa, right? But it's Erling Haaland, guys. Like the first goal, I think it was on his right foot, spin, slap across the net. Second goal, I think it was a slot or a chip from what I'm remembering. Could have had a hat trick. It was a real good save. Was it from what's his face now, the goalkeeper for Brentford, Flecken. But yeah, that's literally it from that Man City game. Did I miss anything? From that? Let's look at the stats. So yeah, Man City, there you go. 18 shots, 7 on target, 54% ball possession, 544 passes compared to Brentford's 468. So Brentford actually did come in and actually came to play, because 468 passes at Etihad Stadium is quite high. Is again 89% pass accuracy here for Man City, while Brentford at 85. 9 fouls that Man City committed, while Brentford only committed 3. Yeah, it's a tough one for Brentford, because if they had a player of quality, I think they could have made that 2-2, man. I genuinely think so, bro. But again, it's just Man City. Right, let's move on, guys, to the next game. So the next game, it was, let's see it. Fulham versus West Ham. It was a 1-1 draw with goals from Raul Jimenez and Jared Bowen. So Raul Jimenez got the assist from what's his name now, Emil Smith Rowe. Emil Smith Rowe, I think, is what, played 3 games so far for Fulham, 2 a goal and an assist in 3 games. Not a bad start for him. Raul Jimenez back on the scoreline. I'm most happy to see him score ever since he had that head injury, because he's been transformed into a different player, into my opinion. Jarbo and Gay, I think, no, it was not Jarbo, it was Danny Ings that scored for West Ham. Maybe Leonard should have done better. He actually got a hand to it, right? But maybe the shot was a little bit too powerful. I was expecting West Ham to win this game very easily, just because, again, that the players that they have right now, and West Ham, these players, they do need to start finding their groove if they want to really compete for the European spots. To how I predicted this season, right? But 1-1, a London derby. That was the score. Crystal Palace 2, Leicester City 2. For Crystal Palace, it was Jean-Claude Mateta. Jean-Philippe Mateta that scored both goals for Crystal Palace. The first one was a tap-in, and then the other one was a penalty. While for Leicester City, it was Jamie Vardy that scored. Jamie Vardy always loves his goal versus Crystal Palace, doesn't he? He likes to mention Crystal Palace fans, because he's always scoring where the Crystal Palace fans are. He's never scoring where like the Leicester City fans are. Like, if you remember the whole Eagle celebration, that was Jamie Vardy, man. That was Jamie Vardy, bro. You get what I mean? Who was it that scored for Leicester again? Mavididi. I like that kid. People should keep an eye out on him. I'm going to keep a very close eye, right, on Mavididi, because I remember when he was playing, was it in Italy? I think it was in Italy for Juventus. I think it was at Juventus. He's like, what, 23, 24 years old right now, the English player. Let me check him out, guys. 1 second. Let me check out this kid, man. There he is. Stefan Mavididi. So right now he's 26 years old. People should keep an eye out for him this season, right? Because for me, he's actually been playing well. So yeah, he was at Juvie 2 years ago. Because I remember having his FIFA card. But yeah, for Leicester, 50 appearances, 13 goals for them right now so far. Did he score one this season too? If you're Championship Player of the Month 2023. He kind of reminds me of like what's that kid's name now for Atalanta, Ademola Lookman. He kind of reminds me of how like Ademola Lookman is like. Right. What was that game when one team in the Precision scored two screamers? I think it was against Wolves. Yeah, it was against Wolves, and I will get to that fixture in a second, my bro. So yeah, but anyway, Crystal Palace right now, Glasner for me. I don't think they've won a game so far this season, right? Crystal Palace. I don't think Crystal Palace have won a game, guys. Let me see. Let me look. I'm pretty sure they've not won a game yet. W's, no wins so far for Crystal Palace. Yeah, like Glasner has to be very careful, bro, because for me he's got decent players. He should be doing well with this Crystal Palace team, right? But anyway, let's just move on to Brighton versus Ipswich. 0-0 game. Didn't really pay attention to this game, guys. It was just a 0-0 draw at the Amex. I thought that Brighton was going to win this, but turns out that was not the case. And I was right not to put down a roll back into my FPL team. So we'll skip past this real quickly. Aston Villa versus Everton. Everton once again throw away a 2-0 lead, a good 2-0 lead, right? And when you are winning 2-0, right, versus Everton at Villa Park, you should be taking your chances. For me, Everton didn't win this game, right, because of Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin, like, yeah, it's gonna be it's wrong for me to say this, and it's gonna be typical Preston, this typical that, right? Palace were 2-0 up. Then was it Palace? No, it was Leicester. Leicester was 2-0. It wasn't Palace, bro. It was Leicester that was 2-0 up, right? But it's gonna sound so wrong, right, of me saying this, but it just has to be said. Like Dominic Calvert-Lewin, again, if he's watching this, bro, I think of you as a football player, bro. You're a tremendous athlete. You've got insane jumping. Your heading's on point, right? But the whole modeling thing, bro. Again, you don't know who I am. I'm just a nobody here, but I'm a United fan speaking as from the outside looking in this perspective, right? You're doing this whole modeling. I don't know, was it like Gillette where you're shaving your beard? You're wearing fashion clothes and stuff like that, right? But I know you. It's so wrong because it's me trying to say like you could do what you can't. You do this, do that, but it's your life. You know what I mean? But as like a football player, bro, like it's not a good look, especially for the Everton fans, because if you're missing chances like that, bro, especially 1-on-1, like it's you when it was 2-1, right? When Everton were 2-1 up versus Aston Villa, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin is through to make it 3-1 versus Aston Villa, right, to kill off the game, because that would have been a very important goal, right? And it misses. I was like, Everton have lost this. I said this to myself because I was watching. I was like, they've lost this game. They've actually lost this game because they're going to come back and the Aston Villa are going to pull a Bournemouth on Everton. That's genuinely what happened. Like Ollie Watkins, 2 goals, and then the third one from John Duran. Like Duran's been on it. The goal against Leicester. Was it Leicester? It was a header against Leicester. No, was it a header against Leicester? Well, I know it was one against West Ham. I think it's got against Leicester, and right now it's got an absolute banger versus Everton, right? And Emi Martinez, he was shocked as well, dude, because a lot of people saying don't shoot from there. But if listen, Duran, bro, shoot from there, fam. Left footer. You know what I mean? And Everton once again have thrown away a 2-goal lead, dude. And Jamie Carragher said it like you don't want them to get relegated, because if they get relegated, they'd have to play their new they have to play in their new stadium in the championship. And again, I don't want that for Everton. You know what I mean? Everton's been a mainstay team in the Premier League ever since the Premier League's been around, bro. Like in the 92, 91, 92. You know what I mean? So for me, like I never want to see Everton go through like this. Plus, they don't like Liverpool. I don't like Liverpool too. So shout out to Everton, right? But this whole thing right now, dude, like it's getting ridiculous, bro. It's getting ridiculous. Like you're 2-0 up and you're throwing away those leads. And for me, like Dominic Calvert-Lewin, like he should be taking those chances, bro, because they all come back to buy, especially for relegation spots. You could get relegated by what 2-0, 2-0, 1 point, and people would think back to what if we'd won that Bournemouth game, what if we'd won that Aston Villa game, we've been drawn that Aston Villa game. You get what I mean? So yeah, bro. But anyway, guys, let's move on right to the other fixtures. With the Bournemouth lost 1-0 to Chelsea at the Vitality Stadium at home. Evan Nielsen missed the penalty for Bournemouth because they had the penalty early on, right? But Evan Nielsen still needs to get that goal. Bournemouth should have been winning. She should have been at least getting a point from that game. But if you're not taking your chances, you get punished. Jadon Sancho comes in at halftime, puts in. He played really well. He played a decent game. It wasn't like Neymar, how Chelsea fans are going crazy. Oh, he played like Neymar. I've never seen anything like this, bro. I've seen Hazard pull out way better performances for you guys, bro. He played well, fam, and he got an assist. You get what I mean? For in Kunku, who I think should be starting in front of Nicholas Jackson, because Nicholas Jackson, once again, had chances during that game, didn't take those chances. And yeah, bro, like he's not lethal enough. He's not lethal enough, right? And for Bournemouth, I do feel sorry for him because was it like James Tavernier that almost broke the crossbar in the first 10 minutes of the game with that left foot, dude. But he should be taking the chances, bro. It's Chelsea. You get what I mean? So I think that Sancho is going to start next week. I don't know who Chelsea are playing. Really, Jadon Sancho plays for them. Couldn't care less, bro. I just want them to lose every single game, bro. Because Jadon Sancho plays for them, bro. Anyway, we'll move on, guys. Move on. That's just me being a massive hater. But we already spoke about the Tottenham game versus Arsenal. Wolverhampton versus Newcastle. That's what this guy was saying. Fowler was saying that there was a game where teams scored two screamers, and that was Newcastle because Newcastle were losing 1-0 to Wolverhampton Wanderers with an absolutely well-worked goal, by the way. Shout out to man like Strand Larson in my FPL. Should have scored, but he got me an assist. I'm gonna lie, he got me an assist, so I'm actually happy with that. He got me something. He left with something for me, right? So so he got the assist for that. But Joao Gomez with the dummy for Mario Lemina. Lemina should have 2 goals in this game, in my opinion. But Newcastle, Harvey Barnes. Yes, Fabian Schär scored a goal from outside the box, right? It was a kind of like a deflected goal because he shot it. I think he hit like Craig Dawson. The ball looped up and he went over. Forgetting goal. Was it Sam Johnston, the goalkeeper for Wolverhampton, right? But Harvey Barnes. Listen, guys. Conversations need to be had about Harvey Barnes. We need, I'm putting myself in big screen, bro. We need to put myself in big screens. We need to have conversations about Harvey Barnes, guys. We do, fam. Because he's one player, right, that doesn't get the recognition I think he deserves. Ever since he was at Leicester, me and my friend Sule, we seen this guy. I was like, this Barnes kid on the left wing for Leicester absolutely cooks. He shows up with important goals. I think he's the one that scored against Tottenham a few weeks back for Newcastle. But that goal yesterday, man, like you can't give him space from outside the box because for me, right, even if you show him on his left, he's still lethal on his left, but on his right, like that top locker slapper. Oh my god, right? And Newcastle's like recruitment to what they've done, like to the players that they've recruited, is unbelievable. Again, like signings, your Tonali's. Yes, Tonali's had the whole thing with his betting thing, but he's back right now, slowly being integrated back into the team, right? Bruno Guimaraes, Anthony Gordon as well. Another guy, bro, who's like what playing for England right now. Who could be easily be a starter for England, in my opinion. Isak, but people shouldn't overlook Harvey Barnes, bro, because for me, and hopefully this season he plays well for Newcastle, bro, because I like seeing him play football. I genuinely do, bro. Like he's got everything. The intelligence of a winger. He knows the right decisions to make, whether he should cross, whether he should pass it, dude. Like he is that guy. He is that guy, right? People should not overlook him. Same thing with Ryan Nori. People start paying attention to Ryan Nori. I was like, I've been talking about this guy for 2 years. He's an absolute Jimmy Carragher commentary. Oh, but he ain't Nori, like he's actually really good. I was like, people start knowing about these guys, man. Start knowing about these guys, right? But guys, I have to end it there. Shout out to the people that have tuned into the stream. Shout out to my guy Fahad. That's tuned into the stream, bro. Shout out to man at Firehan and the people watching on the Twitch side. Thank you so much for of course coming in, right? But Ipswich are playing good, but not good enough. Yeah. Enough for them to stay in the Premier League, bro. Then they need to be pulling out here. Hey, listen, you know what, right? Like getting a point at the Amex is good, but because Manchester United went there and lost, so Ipswich got a point there, right? But yeah, bro, typical Preston shenanigans. I'm not saying my last name, but typical Preston shenanigans. Yeah, true, fam. But yeah, guys, tomorrow I'm going to the Man United game versus Barnsley. in the Carabao Cup, the Energy Drink Cup is what people say. I will be doing a match vlog for that, so stay tuned for that one. Hopefully, I do get my tickets. If not, then I was scammed. So we have to see about that. But Champions League as well is back as well tomorrow. So I'm going to be maybe at the United game. Hopefully, I do get my tickets. If not, then I'm going to be sat right here watching about 5 different games at the same time. So stay tuned for that one. But thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Shamon. Oh, RIP Tisa Jackson. But yeah, peace, guys. Peace.